Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is David Palmer and Leo King. We're here on highvibe.tv. And remember, this is the new network that we are switching Future Life over to. And we're really going to be covering all about high vibrational, spiritual stuff. And I'm so excited because I got Soulful Sweat in the house. And I'm here with Michelle and June. And Michelle and I go back 15 years.
We do.
How are you both doing today?
We're really good. Happy to be here.
Thank you for having us.
I know. Well, you know, I think it's so awesome because especially with where everything's going right now, with spirituality, with health and wellness, and really with life, I feel that everybody's taken the right corner. And I feel like with what you guys are doing it in such a great way and branding what you do in this really cool and really connecting to people and where they're at in today's world. So
thank you.
Yeah, why don't you tell everybody what it is that you guys do?
Yeah, well, basically the gist of us is we are two moms who came together. Well, we're friends firstly, and we happen to be two moms. We came together. We live in the Southern California mountains, particularly Wrightwood. And we just started shooting lots of workout videos outside in nature.
Yeah.
And
when Michelle and I met, we realized we both have a fitness background.
Yes.
So we just started shooting fitness videos. We wanted to work out together. We like being outside in nature.
Yes, very inspiring.
But then what happened, how Soulful Sweat came about, was that we realized it's not just one thing. It's not just about exercise, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've always known that, but we wanted to get that across. So we kind of developed this all-encompassing approach to your well-being that includes spirituality, that includes healthy eating, that includes, you know, just making it easy for everyone to be well-rounded.
Right.
So that's kind of our approach, right?
Which particularly, like, the point that we were trying to get across, like, with moms is that it's not so much physical, it's exactly what June said. It encompasses mind, body, spirit, but more than anything, we wanted to make it simple. We wanted to get the point across that this is a lifestyle. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Half of our videos we call each other up, hey, let's get together. We're not done up. It's just
we're not
who
in
we
workout
are.
clothes half the time, actually.
No, we're really not.
We're just wearing whatever, doing whatever. The kids are playing.
Yes. And we get together and we work out, but we want to keep it simple. We want to make it like this is a lifestyle, you can do it, and then coming together, it just kind of blossomed, and we got into doing recipes and healthy eating and crafts with the kids.
It's all just really fun for us.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, so like what is some of the content that you do on your YouTube? You guys are doing like a workout routine style stuff?
Yeah, they're mostly circuits. So it's usually like 3 or 4 different exercises. It takes less than 5 minutes, so that you can just do it like if you're cooking, you know? You like put something in the oven and you do it, and then you check on it again, and then you do second set, you know, or whatever. Like you just kind of fit it in, but they're all really fast, really easy, pretty much no weights involved, or you can use something that's there.
We do videos where we'll include like the loop bands or resistant bands, but we just try to make it as approachable as you can and realistic.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think that's the hard part for people today. Like, I avoid the gym because I just feel like it's an Instagram contest now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you've kind of always been that way, though, right?
I really kind of have. I know.
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
And your husband Kyle and I have been best friends for a long time, but he's a gym guy.
And
you know?
I know he's tried to get you in there since you guys were kids. So.
I know. Well, I would go with him. Yeah. Very little. But you know, it's like because from the approach from me, I guess I'm much more of like. I like to be outdoors and do my stuff, or I'd rather be in my house, kind of, however I want to do it. Like, I don't know. I get weird about the gym. Like everybody's like looking at each other.
It has changed, and we've talked about that because we went to Fit Expo like months ago, and we were like, whoa. Fitness, like the fitness industry has changed into like this aesthetic thing, which is fine for some people, right? If you're bodybuilding, whatever, like to each their own. But for us,
it's not
like,
realistic for everybody.
It's not like, I want to look good in a bikini, but that's not what it's all about, you know?
Oh, I live in LA. There are people who will literally go on the treadmill for 5 minutes, get a little sweat, and then stop, and then take a picture for 5 minutes with the treadmill in the right position.
Yeah.
Or they'll go to a treadmill that had a lot of things, like 50 minutes or whatever, and they'll go take a picture next to it. Like, oh yes, it's in 50 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
I know. But that's what I'm saying is what is so great is what you're doing is you're helping people put out content there where they could do it all. And especially today, you know, right? Like, I mean, it used to be in the old days when you went to a gym or you went to anywhere, there was like trainers and stuff like that.
Sure.
It's great because you guys are helping people do it in a much more like real way. And it's also cool because you're embodying all this other kind of soulful stuff because you guys gave me this gift set. Where is it?
Oh yeah, where is it?
Well, can we just say one more thing? Actually,
please,
So like, I have it. I have the gift set. But we're legit. Like, we're not like, hey, we met and we're gonna like throw some like work shit together, how to do it. Like, we legitimately have fitness backgrounds.
Right. Yeah, I'm still training. I actually train in LA. I still go to my clients, and then you have your yoga background. She's taught in casinos, and we're all over the place. So like, we are legit certified, but then we also get it. We get like the real life thing, and we also get the mom thing. It's really hard for moms, like, because you feel like you need to take, you do need to take care of your kids, but you feel like that's all day, like every second of the day. But it's like, no, they can play, and you can do this for 5 minutes. It's totally.
Yeah, because I think also, whenever you go to the gyms and you see the little playground area, you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to leave my kid there.
You're like, hand, foot, and mouth, or working out. Like, which one? Because it does happen.
And it's, I think today's world too, and it's like people just, time is everything. It's super important now, and especially to be able to do it from your home now and have it all right there. And especially like when you talk about the bands, I have bands. When I train for my jet ski racing season,
there you go.
The bands are what I use because man, those things.
They're great.
I know. I
and
mean,
you
it's
can
like
take
weird.
them
10 years ago, it felt like with like contraptions like this, like weird, like things are kind of getting a little bit more easier
and
now.
you can travel with them, and they make it very, very simple to use.
Yeah, so I know that's one part of what you all do, but there's so many other aspects. I mean, you guys gave me a gift set that had all these amazing things in it. If you want to get that, Michelle.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good. You got a little anchor on you.
Check this out.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, first thing that got me that was a super cool sage spray. I use sage spray a lot, especially, I do a lot of readings on people all the time, and I deal with a lot of people's energy. And when the energy starts to get like really weird, I have sage, but sage spray, I've loved it. It's been coming out, but I love the way that you guys have packaged things. And I love that everything in here is all natural and everything is so beautifully well done. And so sage spray to me, what gave you guys the idea to do this?
So actually, we're trainers. I train people in all different settings. And as a trainer, you're kind of a little bit of a psychologist as well, because people are working out, but they're also unloading, right? Because that's part of the process.
It's intimate.
Yeah, it's very intimate. So kind of like what you're saying, sometimes these like energies would really just be like affect the rest of my day, and then I'd come home and just be kind of shitty, or just drained or shitty to my husband or whatever, and so like I have a smudge stick and sage, but then this was awesome because I can carry it in my purse. So then after a session, I'd get in my car and I'd just be like, okay, clear that out. It's not my stuff, right? It's not me. And then just.
And it smells awesome.
Yeah, and it smells awesome.
You know what I mean? Like, like I'm going to start already taking some. And I always do it like on my crown chakra first.
There you go.
That's where I do it because for me, I'm always in that crown.
In your head.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
but then, some of the other stuff that you are all doing, I mean, there were some candles in here. There was, what is this happy
it's
here?
It's crystal infused candles. It's just the scent is happy. You smell it, and it's supposed to make you feel a little happier. It's got all of our stuff is with natural essential oils. So
and
it's
vegan
supposed to, and vegan, and it's supposed to entice different senses. I got a cold killer candle in there just to help out with the cold and flu season.
Well, I feel like, when I take your guys' brand and I take everything that you're all doing, it's like really about making the whole mind, body, soul experience like a fun but really connected way, but without it feeling so
stuffy,
burdensome,
dogmatic.
Yeah.
Like, or overly shooting for the spiritual or overly shooting the opposite direction. It's like you guys have the perfect medium of it all, if that makes sense.
Trying,
we appreciate
that's
that.
the goal.
We want it approachable.
Because I feel that approachable is everything now.
Yeah.
because, you know, the spiritual community today is beautiful, but then it's becoming very like niche, you know, or, you know, whatever, or even especially when it comes out to the workout stuff,
it gets a little silly.
It gets a little like really kind of whoa, you know, and it's just nice because it kind of just feels easy.
That's the whole thing.
We want it to be like a lifestyle.
And it is easy. It can be easy. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a whole thing.
It doesn't.
Soulful, the word itself is easy, carefree, and connected and pure.
Yeah, exactly. Grounded and rooted. And the sweat part is you can be all that and still get a workout in, but still be a whole well-rounded person. Yeah. It's possible.
So I want to ask you about the question about your spiritual journeys. What kind of got you on your spiritual journeys?
You want to start with yours?
Well, for me personally, after having Miles, our second little boy, I didn't know who the hell I was and where to start. Like, I had, you know, Kyle and I had been just living our life free, doing whatever we want. We had Mia, we needed Mia to ground us. And then Miles came along and I was like, what the fuck? Like, where do I even start? Who am I? What is this body? What do I do with it? I don't have time. I don't know. And then when we met, it was sort of like a serendipity moment. We're like, okay, let's go on this path together and let's find ourselves.
And we really like connected.
Yeah, we came together quick. Yeah, and we just sort of blossomed quick in our ideas.
Like it was like friendship. 2 days later, shoot videos, and then
it was
brand
rolling. Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah, and that's sort of how I came. I had always been on that path, but I lost it for a little while.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because when I remember back in the day when you and Kyle got together. If people all don't know, Michelle's husband Kyle's been my best friend since high school. But I remember you guys were going on your own journees and you guys were traveling the world.
We were camping all the time.
You guys were doing that way back.
Yeah, but then when you have kids, and shit changes, man.
I know y'all looking at me.
You don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Who am I?
And especially for the mom.
Yeah, really and especially if you enjoy those things and you still want to live and you're not like, I'm a mom.
It's hard to have balance.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Everybody's talking about going back to who you used to be, but it's not really that way.
It's not that easy.
It's like you're kind of a new person.
Yes.
And you still have those pieces, but you're like, you've got this whole new thing.
Yeah, you got a heavy load, a big responsibility now.
It's like, it's cheesy, but it's like being born again,
Right, in a certain way. And being born, but trying to be born into something better, because you have these people looking up to you, and you're like, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's responsibility too.
Yes.
And then
you want to do it right,
Yeah. And then it's like you want to also at the same time live a happy life within yourself, because the stress and all that stuff.
Right.
You're putting everything into somebody else's life or others, multiple others, and you also have a relationship to do as well, right? And then you have a relationship with yourself. So
it's like, how do you keep all these things number one?
Yeah. And then a job, and then family. It's a lot now in today's world.
Yeah.
And I feel that with what you guys are doing is great, because it's really just bringing people to that beautiful center. And it's not like trying too hard. That's what I like about what you guys are doing. It's
Thank you.
And actually, I think that when it comes to spirituality in general, it's not that hard. Like, it's not about, gosh, I had to go through this extreme, course to try and figure out the, complex understandings of the universe, bro. It's much more just like, it always comes back to kind of just that easy, soulful place.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because it makes me think of like surrendering. So I'm like always, Michelle knows, I'm like in my head, I'm trying to so it's funny, because I think that like when you surrender and make things easier, it works out better.
Yeah, it does.
And things start coming to you more
kind of
clearly
our point.
At that point.
And when you're healthy body and everything, you have more clarity.
Yeah.
So it all
because just getting the blood going in your brain with the blood, it turns off all those thoughts instantly.
Right.
That are causing static.
Right.
And then with all the stuff that you guys have here, just lighting a nice candle with all this organic and not vegan stuff that really is really cool, and with love. It's made with love, though.
Yeah.
It's like those little moments, It's
it
like,
is.
I mean, it sounds so stupid, but I feel to me spirituality really is in the most simple place,
Yeah.
Just like in that little moment, maybe after you work out and then you just light a candle and then you're just chilling out. It's not that you have to meditate or you have to do this, but sometimes it's just like sitting and talking to your friend and on the phone, but with the candle lit and releasing everything that's going on.
Right. And that's kind of what we want to offer to everybody is like different modalities. So we've actually done meditation videos, but it's like we're trying to show that it's not just meditating. It's
right. It
not
doesn't have to be
just
sitting down quietly on a pillow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like oming or whatever.
Right.
But like
we do
sometimes
walking
just do
meditations
deep breaths,
and
you know, one deep breath.
Right.
I know where you guys live. You guys got great place to hike.
We sure do.
We're lucky.
We do.
You know, and I think that's important too. Is you guys do any hiking videos yet?
All the time. We do a lot of hiking videos.
That is so cool.
I mean, we have videos with just the kids, and I'm carrying Miles on my back, and we're just going.
We're always, when we shoot outside, it's pretty much we always hike to get there.
Yeah, well, you have to.
Yeah.
We've done videos where we're like out there and there's like rocks, and June and I are like, go rocks?
Well,
okay, here
and
we
then
go.
we're like, oh, our hands or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Right.
It keeps it really, really
we like
fun.
It does, and I feel, you know, I did a retreat in Sedona in 2014, and I had like 50 people come, and then I took them on a hike through Boynton Canyon, right by Enchantment Resort, and went up into the vortex. But it's a pretty intense hike. It's not, you know, like a little
It's not for all levels.
It's not for
It's not for
3-year-olds.
all levels, and I actually didn't realize that because I just went up there myself, right? I just went up to the top of the vortexes and climbed the crazy mountain, but because I wanted to go up there, you know, because the energy of Sedona's vortexes are just you know. But when I brought everybody, you know, it wasn't easy for everyone. I felt kind of bad, you know. I was like, oh man, like I'm just not paying attention, just charging the mountain, you know. And then it made me kind of go, oh wait, I gotta, you know. And then we like people ran out of water at the end.
Oh wow, it was like
And,
a death
you know,
hike.
intense.
It was a death hike. You took everyone on essentially.
Yeah, and like you know, maybe I should, you know, made me really rethink a lot about. Everybody has their own place in working out and where they're at. And I think that, you know, some of these workout people and routines are like pushing people to the end of their, you know, limits.
Right.
And everybody has their own limit. And I think what feels nice, because I've watched a couple of your videos, is it's just really just easy and fun. It's not like, you know, it's not like you're like demanding people to be a certain way.
No, we're not fancy at all. We're just,
you know?
Yeah.
And actually we do this a lot where Michelle will show like a modification for something. So we'll be doing different rates, you know, just to show like this is the more intense way, this is, you know, just to hit every aspect of it.
And that's sort of our personalities too. June's very like, okay, go, da, 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 da. And I'm like, just calm the fuck down. Like, just.
That's how you make a good team.
Yeah.
So for the future for you all, what do you all feel in the future is for your brand? Like what is it that you guys want to take it to next, or are you just going to continue on this path and see where it goes a little bit?
That's a good question. Yeah.
We've been kind of open.
We have been open.
Like it's kind of morphed. I feel like when we first got to it, we're like, okay, we don't really know who our audience is, which is funny.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, kind of backtracking, we were kind of being a little too like, we're like, oh, what should we wear? Should we get new clothes?
Yeah,
should we do this? You know? And then we're like, just screw it.
That's not even who we are anyways.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So we've been finding ourselves on this Soulful Sweat journey, you know? So it's, and then after that, after we were like this and we loosened up, we're like, okay, let's just keep it open and see who comes, you know, who likes us, who watches us. And it turns out it's people like us, like moms and women. And,
but I think eventually we'd like to get to the place where we can kind of take this easy, approachable lifestyle, Soulful Sweat thing we got going on and travel with it and go to beautiful places and inspire other moms or other people who want to kind of.
And one of the things, I mean, one of the newer things that we've been offering is like a lifestyle program that we offer. So basically you just get on the phone with us and like we look at each part of we talk about each part of your life. So, you know, what your fitness goals are, what your health goals are, but also what your day looks like, kind of just where you are, you know? And then we put together like a 6-week program for you that's that really fits into your lifestyle. That talks about, you know, we might give you specific workouts. It's different for each person.
Right.
So like specific nutrition guidance or maybe specific recipes. Like it might look like 5 minutes in the morning,
Yeah.
5 minutes in the middle of the day.
Right.
You know, it might look really strange,
Throw
but it
in
works
healthy
for you.
recipes in there, and
So that's our latest thing, is just
Right.
doing kind of a lifestyle like rejigger.
Well, it was interesting. There was just a big report. I forgot the website. It was a big health report saying that for the heart right now and stress is the number one cause of a lot of cardiac issues. Of course, diet's a big one, and other things like smoking and stuff, and obesity right now is major on the planet. But it's interesting that the number one thing affecting the heart, they're saying, is stress. And they're saying, take 5 to 10 minutes to de-stress.
Yeah.
It will save your heart.
you need to do that.
Save your
Dave.
life.
I do now. No, trust me. People think I'm like, they don't realize I have my 5 to 10, sometimes 20,
Oh, good.
where I just,
Yeah.
and for me,
Turn it
that's,
off.
I lay down and listen to music or
Right.
Yeah.
do gratitude stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. But I think with what you guys are doing, it's so funny on how this big report just came out, and so, you know, we're told it's what we're eating, we're told it's this, but it's like, after all the research, it was stress. It was,
Yeah.
it was
That makes
literally
sense,
that,
yeah.
that
Oh,
people
sure,
are
it'll
not
eat you
taking
up
the time
inside.
to
Yeah.
let go. And of course, exercise is part of it, they say too, because
Yeah.
stress builds up, and then people now,
to
they,
release
they're
it.
working in an office all day, and then they're
Yeah.
stressed from that, and then they go
Yeah.
home and they're like, oh, I don't have any energy left to do anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like with what you guys are doing, are creating, hey, just spend 5 minutes with me real quick. It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
maybe take that 5 minutes and light one of the candles and chill out, and you're good, you
Go
know?
outside, connect with
Exactly.
nature. Just don't make it so complicated.
Yeah,
It's
we're
really
always having
not.
fun. I
Yeah.
feel like we have good vibes, you know, that are going out. We're
Yeah.
trying to just bring you into this fun.
Yeah.
We have a good friendship, you
Yeah.
know. It's just all goodness.
So besides your own business and all that stuff, spiritual wise, you guys practice anything spiritually or anything fun? You guys like astrology or tarot or?
I mean, I've watched your videos. I heard about you through a friend of mine, like before I met Michelle.
Oh,
it was
cool.
so funny because when I met Michelle, remember, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn more about astrology. I've been listening to this, and they're like, huh?
We're like,
We know that guy. We know that guy.
Huh? Like, I really know that guy. Before you, well, I mean, I was talking sun signs back
Oh,
then.
yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's funny because we were talking about this because so I'm a Gemini and she's a Sagittarius.
Uh-huh.
So I had a reading done and it's like, you know,
Yeah,
we're
you
like,
guys are the exact opposite, yeah.
and it works out so well, but then we're like, oh, we should ask David if he
Yeah,
has
do
any
you have
advice
any
for
Brad,
us.
advice
Brad
for
and
us?
Angelina.
That's
Angelina, yeah.
Well, a lot of opposite signs work. I mean, Kate and William from the Prince and Princess.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can go into a lot of different opposite signs and how great.
in a business setting. How
Well, in
any-
a business,
yeah.
it's great. I think that right now, especially for Gemini and for Sag, with Jupiter now in Sagittarius, which hasn't been here in 12 years, this is huge. I mean, it's a big time because for Sages, it's like they're stepping into their power. And for Geminis, it's like they're looking for people who are like them to go where they want to go. So it's like the perfect combo time. And there's a lot of positive with it.
Yeah. It
You guys are
feels-
supported
it
in
feels
many
really
ways.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
It feels really good.
It feels really good.
so good. Oh, it feels
No,
good.
but I think that for both Gemini and Sagittarius, it's been a lot of work to kind of get here.
I
Yes.
agree.
And now it's here to be be to do that now.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
It's really felt right for us. I mean,
You know?
I
that's
agree.
for sure.
I agree.
And it almost felt like, oh my God, I'm late to the race, like the little rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. But really, it was like that was getting all the right gathering of all the right
Yeah.
emotions and all the right clearings and all the right things to do this work now.
It does.
So you
feel
guys
that
aren't
way.
late, or you guys are not off time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's all divine timing in life,
Yeah.
you know?
That sounds
And
good.
so it's
Yeah.
great.
Now tell us the real story. No,
Well, I think the other part is,
What's
you
the
know,
downside?
Sag and Gemini, you got to remember, are both like stimulant addicts with as just like needing conversation and fun and
Yeah.
making it a good way. So for you guys to be together doing a business, it makes it great because the business isn't going to get boring or old, or you're not going to
Yeah.
be like to your, you know, your business partner like, oh man, like they have no ideas, like they don't have anything fun to say
have a lot
or
of ideas.
whatever. You know, there's that whole
We're
stimulant. All,
bursting.
oh my God, we
We are
can do this
bursting.
today, and let's just go
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like okay,
Yeah.
like go shit, let's go.
That's
you know?
very true. Exactly what we look like.
Yeah, so, and that's what makes it exciting and fun, you know?
Cool.
For sure.
Very cool.
You know? Oh, it was so good to have you both on. And
thank you.
Where can everybody find all your stuff at?
Online.
Yeah. Well, we have our website, soulful-sweat.com, and then all the social media.
YouTube, Instagram,
Facebook.
Oh yeah, we're showing it up to people right now.
Oh, there's some example of our videos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's awesome what you guys are doing. It looks great too. There's a lot of stuff on there that you guys are doing.
We have tons of recipes. We've got even like kids activities.
Yeah.
We are just,
We are
like you
jamming,
said, bursting with
always-
ideas.
Always new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Like June's got some new fragrance oil rollers we got going on. I want to do like a hair balm for men and women, just like natural stuff.
And we just did our first workshop together. That was
That
really
was
fun.
fun,
Our
yeah.
opening workshop kind of for Galentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So we did some essential rollers for people that they can
That was
make and
fun.
take home, and also yoga flow.
Yeah.
And so that
Nice.
was really cool. So that might be something more for the future too, because that was super fun.
Yeah.
Just doing a workshop. Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you both, and it's awesome to
you.
see you on your journeys, and it's awesome to be able to share it with everyone out there. And
Thank you.
of course, everyone out there, thanks so much for watching.
Thank
And
you.
of course,
Thank you.
keep watching High Vibe, because as we're shifting over from the other platform to this platform fully, and we got the new apps coming out, you're going to be seeing a lot more content like this, plus all the daily videos that we've been doing on Future Life, and we've got, of course, the High Vibe .tv Lightworker School, which is starting in March, but you can pre-register now at highvibe.tv. Well, thanks so much for being here with me.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
And,
We appreciate it.
Yeah, sending you all love and sending all of you all love out there too. Take care.